Honorable Clerk, you can confirm whether we have enough quorum?
Honorable.
Honorable, I don't remember if you are aware that when we have with the two, the vote of minority and majority. So anybody else is not allowed to leave the chamber. So Honorable Jeriot is not in order to leave the chamber. We have only Honorable Ryle and Honorable Nyonto that are supposed to whip the members so that they can join us. So I think maybe for now, the certain terms, you don't allow anybody to leave the chamber, but unless the two whips, the whip of the majority and the whip of the minority.
Mimi nafikiri quorum imejaa kwa sababu wengine wako Sum. Members wengine wako Sum.
Now members, we cannot say the others are in Zoom. It's unless because the quorum is sufficient so that we can accept the business. Unless where I don't know whether, in fact I've waited for them to raise up their hands wherever they are. Those who are in Zoom, they can join us so that we can start the business of the day. The members, those who wish that they will join us in Zoom, we'll give them an opportunity to join us so that we can count them, they are part of this. So because unless because we have not received any information, we will not have sufficient quorum. Honorable members, we have 10 minutes is over. And I also direct Dr. Senna time to ring bell for another 5 minutes. think the troops, we've remained with one, and I've seen there were some members inside one of the common rooms. So you could even go and search for them before we have given you only an extra 2 minutes so that we can have, because I don't want us not to transact the business. So the whips, I'm giving you only 2 minutes. We have members in other, maybe in one of these offices. I would request you to go and look for them. Honorable, I've seen Honorable Bambok. The person who is allowed to leave the chamber is only the two of them. There were likes of Honorable Kirongo, he was around here. And I don't know, because you will not want us to leave this chamber before we transact our business of the day. Honorable Murray.
A piece of information, Honorable Speaker. I think the Secretariat should be sending the information about the Zoom probably 30 minutes before any meeting, Mr. Speaker, regarding the password and whatever, the ID for the meeting. So I tend to think that maybe some members are trying to join, but they don't have that information. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Murray, for your concern. I've also received, I've noted that as we continue, there are members that have joined Zoom. We have Honorable Gideon Koech, that was in Zoom from morning, and also we have seen raising point of order, and also we have the majority leader. Now, I think now the clerk can confirm when we have the two, whether we can confirm that whether we have sufficient quorum, we're adding the two.
Honorable Speaker, there is quorum now.
Okay, orders of business.
Order number 1, administration of oath.
Next order.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Now, members have earlier indicated in the morning that I welcome you to this meeting as we begin today. And also, we have a long discussion that we are supposed to discuss at the members of the County Assembly. We have the pending bills. We also need members to give us the motion so that we can discuss as we continue. And then finally, you've learned that also we have approved, maybe our speaker is not in because of he lost his father-in-law. So we'll join together maybe on Friday. And I want also you to welcome that in the morning we talked about the laxity and everything, that everything will be in place. So what I need only to encourage you, all the members, is that I want to encourage you that you need to be also very active. Want also you to have your committee, you the chairman and the committee members. Can you organize your committee? We've talked with the other members of the assembly and the clerk that the committee clerks, they will be available from now and tomorrow so that you can organize together in advance. So I want you to arrange together so that we can move together. The issue of saying that we will not be having meeting, the meeting must be on, both plenary and committee session. So it is up to us that we should come, whether we are having Zoom or with the virtual, or we will be having a committee at our assembly. So,
Speaker, point of
yes,
information.
Honorable.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm sorry to interrupt your communication, but my request was this afternoon, this late morning, we wanted to have a meeting, but our clerk denied that actually all meetings should be via Zoom. So I wanted to get a clear information from you, Mr. Speaker, if the resolution actually that which this House passed this morning, that actually sessions must resume, because most of the members actually.
Honorable Jeruyot, you are okay. You are not there in the morning, and most of our members raise concern. And we've talked about if any staff there's a laxity, we should be having not even Zoom. If the clerk is not attending your work as a committee, you attend, and we will let the office of the clerk and the speaker to know whether the committee will not attend. The issue of the Zoom should not happen. The Zoom only will happen when you agree, when you are in the meeting. So it is only you, the members, that you will agree. It is not the clerk to dictate whether we will be having the Zoom. It is the chairperson that will decide whether you are going for the Zoom or we are going to the plenary. But we have opened the sittings for the plenary on Wednesday and Thursday, and also committee session to continue as normal. So, and that is what we recommended today in the morning. So anything short of that should not be applied in this county assembly, maybe other assembly than this. Next order.
Order number 3, messages.
Next order.
Order number 4, papers.
Next order.
Order number 5, petitions.
Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Next order.
Order number 7, statements.
Now, before we go to the next order, honorable members, I requested early in the morning that the majority leader, to organize for the vehicles that the members will join the speaker in Kisii on Friday. You will join you organize with the majority and the minority so that we can see how many members are joining us, so that we can see how many vehicles are we going to have, so that we can vary members of that one, so that we can join the clerk. I'm only requesting you members, let us join our speaker during that briefed moment, because you know that when you are briefed, I'm also part of it, but I don't encourage you because I know that the speaker is there. I've also lost one of the person, but as a deputy speaker, I lost my aunt, and I'm also partying on Friday. But those who will be joined, maybe I'll join Honorable Speaker tomorrow in Kisii, but on Friday we'll not be together. But those members who can join us together, let us also organize so that let the speaker not remain alone. Let us go together so that we can see that we are part and one family of the county assembly. So we'll organize with the majority and the minority so that they can avail vehicles. For those who are ready, we can join together as we continue. Maybe before I move to the next agenda, I've seen Honorable Asa, who is the Kosera MCA. Wanted to say something?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I wanted to support you, but who should be answerable? Because if we say those who, shall we write our names and maybe what? And maybe, Honorable Speaker, we used to have some welfare. Are we supposed to contribute something, or is it voluntary? That is what I wanted to know, Honorable Speaker, whether it's something for, we used to have a welfare kit.
Okay, thank you.
Somebody who is bereaved.
Thank you, Honorable Ngatich. I think immediately as we wind up our session today, we will meet with our welfare committee so that we can see how we are going to manage ourselves to that place. Because we've never discussed and we have the issues. I think we'll discuss immediately after this shortly so that we can see those who are going to attend, how are you going to brief them? How are you going to send them to ask them for something? But I want to ask you members that I want you to take your committee as your committee. If the clerk refuses to attend the function, and I've told the clerk in the morning that let them organize for the clerk because we know about the COVID. Let us arrange. If the clerk will not be available, we have 2 or 3 clerks. One to do on the other behalf. If we have one, you can have that meeting for that day. So that we should not be having this issue of saying we are not attending the Zoom. Otherwise, if we attend the Zoom, everybody is paid according to what is being earned or what is doing in this assembly. So I don't start something clerk who is Barnaba Guzgay. But any other thing else, the all staff must be, in fact, we have all tested and we are negative. So everything that we are talking about negative, we will also protect ourselves and we transfer business. In fact, somebody said in the morning, one of them says, and I like that, the president said, in any catering we should be having 100. And here, so the issue of the interling, because the members earn from the sitting allowances. So nobody, every committee as a chair, you organize your own thing, and if there is anybody as a deputy speaker or as a chair for the same, we should also be discussing together. Let us not be discussing issues every now and then. Let us have this when that once and for all, assembly continue as normal. And I request you that let us come, when you know that you have issues, let us come with the issues, let us come with the motions, let us come with the bill, and let the assembly continue.
Order number 8, adjournment.
So members, the T House stands adjourned up to tomorrow, 9:30 a.m.